All right, everybody on the count of three say manipulation. Manipulation. Hello and welcome back to another video. I am your host, Young Buffett, the youngest Buffett that has ever buffeted the stock market. I am buying meme stocks, momentum stocks, stocks that people are talking about on Reddit, stocks that I think would be fun to invest in, and I'm documenting my journey. So please take a second and consider hitting that subscribe button because you don't want to miss all of the fun stuff that we do here. We take a look at all of these meme stocks and momentum stocks and stocks that are just highly manipulated. Speaking of highly manipulated, Clover Health. Ooh, they had news today that they are partnering up with Value H. So if you don't know, Value H is a network. They are building an ecosystem of the best providers in the state of Florida. This network is made up of accountable care organization providers, clinically integrated network providers, Medicare Advantage, experienced providers, and even those providers who haven't had the experience with value payment models, but still rank at the top of their quality and cost metrics. So overall, big news, good news. They're growing, they're advancing. This article came out today. Unified actionable data, access lab results, prescription lists, and previous diagnostics, including those from other clinicians, personalized care plans, receive and share new information at each patient visit, and have access to clinical decision support, simple, fast reimbursement. You know, everything is just great, super fantastic, such an amazing news. They're growing. It's so cool. The stock was so excited pre-market, shot up all the way to $8.59 right when the market opened. I was up. We were excited. I took a shower. I was just so excited to make this video, and then it just kept on dropping, and then now it's just playing around this previous clothesline. What does that mean? That means this stock is so manipulated, I can't even wrap my head around it. Yeah. There's also another article that came out, or news, on TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim platform. It's one of my favorite platforms. You just get a bunch of different news data inputs and stuff. But there were unusual options activities today. So shares experienced unusual options activity on Tuesday. The stock price moved down from $8.13 following the option alert. So it was a bearish sentiment option type. They bought call, sold a call, right? The bearish sentiment, it was a trade. The trade type was a call, but since it was bearish, that means they sold a call. The expiration was for 2021 December, and it was the 14 strike, volume 334, open interest 1700. Three signs of unusual options activity, extraordinarily large volume. Okay, we know that. So let's jump over to the options chain. Let's talk about how crazy bullish people are this week, with over 22,000 in volume on the $10 strike, 14,000 in volume on the $9 strike, and 10,000 on the 8.5. That expires in 3 days. So good luck with that. I am not a financial advisor. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I do know from about 15 years of experience now, if you want to play these options, buy yourself time. It is almost always better to have more time on an option so you don't get crushed. But look at this. Why was that called out as a unusual options activity? So I jumped over to the December, the 14th strike, only 335 in volume. I guess maybe because it was one trade, it gets alerted. That makes sense. But either way, we still have our call position for August 20th. It's the $10 call. I still like it. We just honestly really need it to get in the money. even more so, I would love it to be in the money because our cost basis is $10.78 on the stock right now. Let me just jump over to the all-time to show you guys how we got there. If that is a strategy that you guys are looking to do, this is probably a good example of how to scale into a position. Even though we are still down, let me show you why and how. So CLOV, if you've been following along, you already know this. We bought 100 shares at $13.80. I was excited. It was the first time we bought. We were then going to just, ride it out and see how it plays out. Then we bought another 100 calls at $10.15 as the stock was going down. Then we bought 5 and 3. Why those weird numbers? Because we sold puts. And when you sell puts, you get paid a premium and you need it to expire out of the money, which it did. So we used that premium to buy those 5 and 3 shares at $9.16 and $9.11. Then it just kept going down. So we bought another 50 at $8.20 and then another 50 at $8.90 and then another one because we sold puts and had premium and just wanted to scale back into collecting more and more shares. The goal here is to collect as many free shares as possible. So we just have a launch pad for when CLOV decides to go up. But anyways, jumping over to Ape Wisdom, it started to pick up momentum. People started to talk about it more and more. Robinhood absolutely killed it today. Good for them. Corsair, AMD has been killing it. AMC has been doing fine. GameStop was down today. Tesla, Square has been killing it. Same with Tesla. Amazon, just big after earnings moves. And then CLOV. What are people saying about CLOV? Overall, 50% sentiment. So this is the lowest positive sentiment that I've seen since we started buying CLOV. People are saying like, wish, down, back, only, SoFi, again, fuck, RKT, meme, up, Tilray, play, lol, gang. Gang. So it's okay. Jumping over to the stock that, or the site that tracks Wall Street Bets. This is one of my favorite charts. It shows the price of the stock compared to comment volume, positive and negative sentiment as well. It does seem like comment volume is kind of inching down. So is the stock. I'm very curious to see. I like to watch and see if the stock price will move first and then people talk about it, or will people talk about it and then the stock moves. Jumping into dark pool data, which, by the way, I made a video about dark pool data yesterday. So if you want to learn more about dark pools, definitely watch this video right here. It's called AMC stock, CLOV stock, GME stock. What are dark pools? You need to understand dark pools. So that's a good, quick little educational video about what is going on with dark oceans. With a net short volume of negative 3.9 million, net short volume in dollars, negative 31.8 million. There is still a lot of activity going on in the dark pool, which leads me to my consensus of Vortex. I officially do not like Vortex. The current float that is shorted is 21%. I do think that is higher. The cost to borrow, as indicated on here, says 1.7, days to cover being 0.78. I saw on Reddit yesterday the days to cover was above 2. I don't know where that data is coming from compared to the Vortex data, but something isn't right. So one of these things doesn't look right. Either way, we are holding. We are just going to continue to hold. We'll see how today plays out. Most likely we'll stay within the previous close line. It'll just hang out here. As I've been saying in my last videos, CLOV will most likely just continue to consolidate until earnings on the 11th. It might have a slight run up into earnings. A lot of stocks do that, but CLOV being CLOV, it'll probably just do its thing until earnings. That might serve as a catalyst to go higher, or it might just die. So we just had to sit back and see what happens. We got our shares, we're holding, we're waiting, we're playing it day by day, reporting any news that comes out and documenting our journey. If you like this type of content, please hit that subscribe button. If you're new here, why? Hit that subscribe button. Then right next to the subscribe button, there's a like button. Just hit that like button for me because I love you, and I will see you guys on the next video.